Hello ladies and gentlemen of the internet, it's Needle here and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Last time out we went and killed the Crystal Sage, I think. Yes, we've got about 10,000 souls sitting there. I thought it'd be a lot more difficult, but it wasn't. I guess the raw straight sword did its job. Don't think it'd be as good as it was. Today we're going to carry on into the Cathedral of the Deep. I'm just trying to think what to do. Did we get the item I'm thinking of? Let me check. Can't quite remember. Yeah, we did. We got the Paladin's Ashes after killing that dude down the side. Okay, so we'll hand that over.
Gracious, let I
Doesn't really say anything particularly important there. And now we can buy Lloyd's Talisman, Dual Charm. Lloyd's Talismans are useful for taking out mimics. You can open them up and let you get the item inside them without actually engaging the mimic and making it hostile. Dual Charms are pretty much just PvP only. You hit an enemy with them and it disables all their buffs and stuff they put up. It's good if someone's not got a lot of FP, so they fire on all their buffs just the one time and you hit them with a dual charm and ruin all their good efforts. We didn't get anything else good. We still need to buy the tower key. I'll remind me to do that. We get the Crescent Axe, I think, through the Paladin's Ashes. This is actually quite a good weapon. I use it once or twice in PvP. It's quite good. I think maybe we get the Morning Star added. Maybe some of these talismans. I'm not entirely sure. We've got the Sage's hat from killing him. It doesn't do anything in particular, it just makes you look a big hat Logan, if you remember that from Dark Souls 1, once you got his hat, everyone quite liked that. And of course down here we have the Lloyd's Shield Ring. Boost damage absorption when HP is full. This is actually quite a good ring. I'm going to buy it, I don't know if I'm going to wear it, but actually it has quite a significant boost on the first hit you take at full HP. Just like the sword ring adds quite a decent bit of damage on your first hit. We don't need the blue tear stone anymore. We'll switch to the Lloyd's Shield Ring. Don't really need that either, but it doesn't really matter. What's Morn's Ring again? Boost miracles. Okay, I'm still thinking about what to change this up for. The Executioner's Greatsword is meant to be pretty good. We can already use the Astora Greatsword, which is quite good. We're going to hang on to the Astora Greatsword just now, but we're going to level our strength up to make it be able to use the Executioner's Greatsword. Only to level up the one, so we're 400 souls short if only I hadn't bought that thing. I'm sure we can get 400 souls by selling stuff. Let's see. I don't need the Sea Grow. Well, actually, we can trade that to the crows, so we'll just get rid of the blue bug pellets, which we definitely don't need. That should be enough, yes. Yeah. So this is now good enough to use the Executioner's Greatsword, so we'll consider using that if the Astora's Greatsword has hit a wall here. For the boss in the Cathedral, you actually kind of do want a wide swinging weapon. I won't spoil the reasoning why, but once we get there you'll see. Okay, so here we are. We got the Notch Whip the last time, didn't we? Someone invaded us and we almost killed them and they left, I remember now. That was a damn shame. Okay, I've also got the... not here. Yeah, okay. So if we get hit by worms, I should be able to show you how that works. These guys we already wrecked and got the Estus shard. And we did this little run through the graveyard. Okay, so here's the correct way to go through the graveyard. Kinda wanna hang around... not this way, this is not the correct way to go through the graveyard, but it's down here you wanna go just a little bit later down the line. So going back up here. Moving along a bit, keep looking. There we go, we can roll off here. So we've been playing Dark Souls 2 on both PC and PS4 and the rolling and the stamina and stuff works so differently in that game. Didn't realise how big the difference was, but you feel so much more mobile in this game, even at a low level. Right, so these guys can be a pain. And you can see I've been hit with the worms and my bleed meter's just going up and up and up and up and up, but it's not going anywhere. You can see I'm kind of covered in them as well maybe. No, you can't really see that, but okay. Switch to a torch, gets them all off you just like that. Right, the most damaging enemies in this area, or enemy I guess, because there's only just the one, is, this is Twin Swords up there. I'm going to let her come to you, and just dodge, and just run up there to the left, just keep going. Drag her with you, she'll chase you. Get that shield up. And just start hammering away. Oh. That was a lot more difficult than it had to be. The Warden Twin Blades, I've never actually got these to drop ever. This is the first time I ever got them to drop. I was actually thinking of using the Sellsword Twin Blades, I've heard they're pretty good, so got the Sellswords and now we've got the Warden Twin Blades. Grave Wardens of the Cathedral of the Deep. The Grave Wardens of the Cathedral, who put down reincarnating corpses, wield weapons that cause profuse bleeding, for the loss of blood and bodily fluids is said to slow reanimation. It's quite an interesting factoid. That's why they cause so much bleeding. Bleed and poison, of course, are pretty good in this game. Bleed in particular against some bosses is just ridiculous. So if we decide to use the Warden Twin Blades, maybe that could be an option. What's their stat rating actually? We can already use them. Before you go any further, you want to come back over here. Because first of all, we have this, the Cursed Ward Great Shield, which Dark Souls 2 players may recognise as the Pursuer's Shield. Great shield given to those who resisted the curse long ago. Far too heavy for an ordinary person, perhaps it signifies the foolishness of resisting the curse, and yet those who bear the weight of this shield will not find its protections against curses wanting. I'm trying to see, but it actually has a less... works less against dark than the one we've got, and I'd think that some of the wards off curse and things would protect you against the dark, but I guess not. Kick this ladder down, you've activated a shortcut back to the very beginning. So that's all good. Come back up here and begin the long slog that we're going to need to undertake. This door up here that's closed can be opened eventually, but not right now. We're going to get there once we get through 9 or 10 different ambushes. So we get the red bug pellet. There's a reason for that being here, but also we're about to get into... Do we have any? Oh, we don't have a bow or an arrow. It doesn't really matter all that much. It just makes this area less of a hassle. Because you see this guy's just going to keep piling on those fire arrows. Thankfully, I mean, the Story Straight Sword just seems to cut right through these guys. Then you want to come down here, and this guy's going to pop up. He can come down and get us if you want. Before you go any further, make sure you get this guy. Is this guy coming down? About over there, right? One thing I hate in these kind of games is when they just load you with yeah, there's a longsword. When they just load you with... Nope, you're not going anywhere. Ambushes. And I mean, Demon Souls maybe once or twice, Dark Souls it was very infrequent, but Dark Souls 2 started this kind of trend of tons of ambushes, and Dark Souls 3 just continues it even more. So we're going to let that guy do his thing. He's not going to get us. And this area is just ambush central. I mean, we just dealt with all of that, and now you can see a guy up there. There's actually one up here as well. There's actually one over here as well, so you want to come over here. Come on. No? Okay, maybe we need to come over here then. Yeah, there we go. So now they're going to drop down. I missed that. So there's another one. There's another one. I say it time and time again, the worst thing about... I thought it was just this game, but it isn't. I've learned that it's actually in Dark Souls 2 the last few days as well. But the fact that you can't lock onto someone who's in the middle of ambushing you is really annoying. You heard that jingle because there's another one. There's a Thrall Axe, that's not bad. I've heard that's quite a good weapon for finishing people off in PvP. Yeah, there's another little guy just there. Before you try and grab that item, as you can maybe see through the railings, there's a friends. Just take them all out, no problemo. This isn't even very good. A lot of the ambushes around here don't lead to anything fruitful. I just realised a problem. It's not so much a big problem, but usually when I come through here I do have a bow and arrow. And it's because this next area is actually quite frustrating without one. Okay, just gonna have to go for it unfortunately. You see there's 3 guys here shooting crossbows. And, not to mention, there's more guys about to ambush you. You see what I mean? You see why it becomes so annoying now? Just gonna let this guy come at us. Right, goodbye. I'm going to need to use our speed. And there's the damage you take. It's not... I mean... Say what you will, but I mean that damage is not insignificant for a crossbow shot. You know, it's meant to just be a really annoying shot to get hit with, but in reality it does a significant amount of damage really, if you're not prepared. So as you can see now, we're still outnumbered massively. And now this guy runs away to get a better shot. Right, okay. Get rid of this guy's thing and post him. You see there's an item over there, and there's actually an item over there as well. Ignore all of them. They're just more ambushes and are not really great items. You don't need them. As you can see here, this leads this guy out. But don't be fooled, because there's another room just to your left before you reach him, and that has another ambush in it. As you'll probably see here, be wary of left, yeah. So we're going to try and draw this guy towards us. There we go. Nope, we need him to come even closer than that. Ah, hyper armor. Says me, who then uses it kinda. So, yep. There's another two. However, I don't think the ambush is going to trigger so heavily. No, it was. Okay, never mind. So then, as you can see, there's another ambush. Which I wasn't sure if it was going to happen or not. There we go. Solve a nameless soldier. And then, before you move anywhere near this bit, there's another ambush right there. And then as you move up here, kinda needed kinda need her attention, please. Yep, that's why, because there's another one. Oh no, that always happens, they always survive by like this minute amount. Grave Warden wrap, probably a nice little fashion soul item. So again, before you even think you're safe, there's actually another ambush coming over here. We're going to roll now and just run. Okay, that's cool. Blood red moss clump. Right, so now we're going to try and get these guys to do their thing. Okay, and they're both dead. There's some more items around here that are kind of pointless, don't really need them. We're going to ignore them all because we're almost at a shortcut, and I'd rather get the shortcut ready than mess it all up now and have to go back to the start, because it is the most frustrating thing you'll do in this whole game. I swear to God. As you can see, there's another sneaky guy going to ambush you. And also there's a big massive ambush down there, complete with more guys hiding in the wings. So instead we're going to open this big door. Okay, so we are now officially inside the Cathedral of the Deep. And as you can see, they've got a pet or two. There's one hiding just out of sight as well. A lot more guys around here. The altar is over there, that's of course where we're headed. We want to get to Aldrich's resting place. Now we've got these little guys here. If you played the depths in Dark Souls 1, you'll recognise them. They're different, they're lore wise they're different in this game, but gameplay wise they're totally not. Just ignore them. There's no point in fighting them. Here we have some deacons. There's one in this corner, one in this corner, and one over at the door. Just ignore the three of them, believe me, considering how close we are. And just pop right onto this elevator, get yourself out of there, get that shortcut open so you never need to make that gauntlet of death ever again. There we go. And this leads us back to the original bonfire. Waiting on it, waiting on it. Da 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 da. So here we go, we're going to rest here. We've not killed any enemies, upstairs enemies, it doesn't really matter. Heal ourselves up and head back. I can probably get to the second shortcut. If I can do that, then all that leaves us is running to the boss and finishing the boss and doing the NPC side quest around here. And then we can do that at the start of the next episode and then go take on the Abyss Watchers, and then that means by the end of next episode we should have one Lord of Cinder down and headed into the second part of the game. Down there's just an optional area. It takes you to a dead end with one of those big scary ladies with the maces. And it has a deep gem, so if you want to infuse your weapons with deep, you can do that. I wouldn't really recommend it. It drops all the scaling off it. It's not as good as just standing dark. As you start to make a move here, this guy's going to pop up. Hi there. So now you just want to keep moving here. Stay away from the edge. Roll whenever you hear him roaring. And right about now we should kind of be safe actually. Here we go. Hey. Now, we did not buy any talismans, did we? By the way, sometimes these guys can chase you down. Ah, there you go. He's walking away, so that's cool. This is a mimic. You can see it lightly breathing perhaps, but of course the chain is the giveaway. We do have a Lloyd's talisman. We're going to do this for our arena. Well, not for arena. Pop it. Mimic opens up. And you can grab the item. So it's the Deep Braille Divine Tome. Now that can be given to Arena to learn dark miracles, but if you do that you're going to mess up our quest line, so I would recommend against it. There's another merchant later in the game who you do want to give that to. Up here takes you to where those crossbow guys were just shooting at us. As you can hear, there's another one of those scary ladies with the maces waiting for you, so I wouldn't really recommend it. Just get this guy the hell out of here. This will cause this other dude to drop down. And that guy will just keep falling, and he's died. And as you can see, there's a little bit of a setup there. Don't think so. Oh, okay, yeah. We definitely messed up as far as bow and arrows come. Through there, there's a ring. There's a couple of things to get, I'll explain in a minute. These guys don't really take damage from anything. They take good damage from fire, I think. But we don't have any fire damage to our name, so we're going to grab this. It's a Seek Guidance Medical. This one, I think it lets you see developer messages or something like that. That's what it used to do in Dark Souls 1 at least. It just gives you a little bit more help as to where you're meant to go next. Right. So, back downstairs to where the mimic is. Bum 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 bum. And then downstairs again. We're going to avoid that room at the end of the hall. And there's an enemy about to pop out of it who we're just going to flat out ignore. This dude. Just ignore him. Pretend he doesn't exist. It's all good. And then next we're going to come out on here. This is the main area. But there's a shortcut just over here and another ambush up above, as you can probably see. But we're about to get invaded. So if we can run fast enough, we don't need to worry about it. There's Kirk. We do want to kill Kirk. He drops some good stuff. But first of all, we want to get back to the bonfire, so we're just going to ignore the guys chasing us. There we go. And just open this shortcut. Come on then. So there we go. And then we're going to heal up and take on Kirk. Right, Kirk has the power to lead you out very fast if you let him, so don't let him. There he goes. Bye bye, Kirk. And he's going to drop us his sword and shield. Right, so both of those. Well, it's not here. Barbed straight sword is another weapon we might actually use in this game. Bleed is very good. This has inherent bleed attached to it. It's not very much requirements, just 11 strength, 11 dex, and of course it's the straight sword, same as the Astora straight sword, so it's the same kind of moveset, and we know how good that is. So that's definitely an option for us. I might consider doing that. This has opened the second shortcut. We're only we're about 20 minutes, so yeah, we'll close it up here. Make this quite a short one, just to set up the next one where we're making the sprint from the second shortcut over to the boss, dealing with the boss, then dealing with the sort of NPC quest lines that follow with that. The Cathedral is probably one of the bigger, more sprawling areas, much like the Undead Settlement is. But it feels a lot more enclosed, of course, because it's one big building as opposed to an entire neighbourhood. There's a lot to do in the cathedral, although it doesn't seem it at first. There's a lot of important things to do as well. So to be honest, we don't even need the 18th in dexterity if we go with the thing we do. What we do need is strength, I guess. How many levels are we getting? Just the one? Or we can get a second one from selling things. Okay, we'll push us to 20 strength and then we'll start working on 20 endurance to catch that up. Because our stamina was catching us out a fair few times there in those fights, so we are going to deal with that. Of course, I forget you can just sell your souls to her. I'm so used to Gavilan giving you absolutely nothing for your souls.
Ashen one.
Yep, thank you. So then we're going to go back to her, get our second one. We're going to put this into endurance. There we are. And now, we have, well, usually if this was a normal episode we still have 5 minutes to go, so I'm going to use those remaining 5 minutes to try and go up to the crow and show you what you can get for trading some stuff. So work our way up. It's just about getting this jump. If I don't get the jump after about a minute and a half, then I'll just give up probably and just end the episode here. Maybe start it at the crow next time. Oh, nearly the first time. I started a new character the other day just to use a glaive because it looks really cool, and I was on this one jump for about 10 minutes. Could not do it for the life of me. Oh, nearly. I mean, if we just bought the tower key, we wouldn't really have this problem at all, but here we go again. Nah. How much? Well, blasting about 10 for that. I was just working out if we could actually afford the tower key if we sold some stuff, but not quite. Alrighty. Oh, come on. I think I'm using the wrong camera angle. That's more the point. I think you're meant to be more like this. Yeah. 3 more attempts. There we go. Eventually, these guys just need to bear with me. So we come up to the crow. Dum 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 dum. Yep. And we're going to drop the Siegbrow first of all. And that is going to get us the Armour of the Sun. So if you like to cosplay as Solaire, there's how you're going to get that one. Chainmail armour and white coat featuring a large rendition of the holy symbol of the sun. The choice attire of a singular knight of sunlight from a previous age. The symbol was painted by the knight himself, but the armour never wore any special power, sacred or otherwise. So it kind of reinforces the fact that in the first game Solaire was just a complete badass. Everything he did was because of himself and not because he had the magic powers or because he was the firstborn or anything. And that's true. He was just a badass from start to finish. Do we have anything else we can trade? They actually take weapons and things like that. Do they take rack trade orbs? I don't think they do. Fire bombs. We don't have any fire bombs. Okay. Let me just move along. I think they do take Twinkle and Titanite, but also I don't want to hand one of those over. Nor one of these. Do you have a broken straight sword? No. We got the Sunlight Talisman. That's also Solaire's, of course. I don't think any of these actually do get you anything either. So I think we're just going to have to call it a day here. Oh well, sorry about that. But if you give them things like fire bombs will get you to a Titanite shard, a black fire bomb gets you a large Titanite shard, or is it maybe a large Titanite shard and a chunk? Something like that, but they're definitely worth trading if you can. Leonard isn't here. We spoke to Leonard, didn't we? So he's definitely aware of our existence. Do we have... Did he give us the key to the... Yeah. Have we done it? No, we haven't. Okay. So we're kind of running out of time, and even though we are, I'm just going to sprint quickly and do this. If Leonard gives you the lift key, like he has done us, then you're going to go back to the tower and the wall bonfire. This is going to let you access the locked cell that was in the bottom of the bottom floor of the sort of tower thing that you came out of. You're going to see it here. And it's going to let you access the complete red eye orb. So if you want to join the Dark Wraiths, or this game's version of the Dark Wraiths, which is Rosaria's Fingers, which we're going to encounter in the next episode in the Cathedral of the Deep, much like Kirk was a member of, then this is how you're going to do it. You get the key, you come here, you roll on down these stairs, you let that dude sneak by, roll off here. Don't get blindsided by a guy who's clearly in plain view. Take him out. Fine. Plunge and attack him and then mess it up. Backstab him. Still alive. So here's the cell here. We can now open this with our lift chamber key. Da-da-da-da. In the beta, this is what led you towards the Erythal Knight that we killed underneath the chapel in the Undead Settlement. This is where he was in the beta. This time it's just a single lonely Dark Wraith. This Dark Wraith is no different to the ones you've already fought. So if you fought the ones outside of the Abyss Watchers fight, which you saw me do, but I guess that footage got corrupted, then you just want to take your time. Approach him softly. Stab him in the back. And from now on, don't try and backstab him, because you don't get hit by that attack either. But of course that was a bit scrappy. But we got a Red Eye Orb and a Pale Tongue. The Pale Tongue is just a random drop, that doesn't always happen, so don't expect it. But the full Red Eye Orb is one, so now if you want to do unlimited invasions, that's the way you do it. Those guys, Dark Wraiths, if you sneak up on them like I did, you can get a backstab on them, but once they're active and hostile and coming towards you, if you try and backstab them, they automatically counter it with the Humanity Drain attack, which was the one where he was glowing his hand. And if that grabs you, then it does a crazy amount of damage. So let's see. We have 10 embers. I'm willing to sell a lot of them. Let's see what we can sell all of these. Oh, we've got some firebombs, so we can go use them. Repair powder you don't really need in this game. What else? Shriving stone, don't really need that. Poison gem, we're not going to need that. Refined gem, we're definitely going to need that. Any of these weapons, rotten grew, curved sword, not going to use. Hazel's pick, we're probably not going to use either. Okay. Butcher knife I want to keep. Buckler I want to keep. This is pointless, but I'm going to sell it anyway. Don't really need this. Just trying to raise souls whatever way we can. Right, okay, so what we at is 7,000. So we definitely need more. Green blossoms, don't use them. These, we don't use them. Not going to need them. Don't use human pine resin or rotten pine resin. Get rid of the gold coin and this. So we're at 9,000 now. So if we get rid of 9 of these to keep one, just in case, then we just need to raise another 2,000 souls. Right, okay. Right. What next? Do we need a normal longsword? Or the brigand axe? Or the grey spear? Keep the pike. Don't need the whip. Don't need the silver eagle kite shield, nor the knight shield, or the spider shield. Let's see. Well, we're going to keep the knight helm actually. Don't need the northern stuff, or the brigand stuff, or the sellsword stuff. Don't want to sell the Xanthus crown because it's badass. Don't need that. We'll keep the brigand gauntlets actually because they're always quite good. Okay, so now we're at 20,000 souls. That's us bought the tower key. At the start of the next episode we're going to go up into the tower and see what's there. Then we'll push on to the boss and then we'll do some NPC stuff, and if we have time then we'll go kill the Abyss Watchers. If not, then that'll be the next episode and we'll carry on into the next area as well because it's pretty short. I want to thank you guys for joining me here today. It's good to be back. I'm sorry I keep taking so long. I've finally worked out how to schedule videos. I know that sounds like a ridiculous thing, but yes, 1 year into YouTube and I've only just figured out that you can preload your sort of videos to go up at a certain time, so that will be dealt with from now on and the content should be a lot more regular. So thank you for joining me here today, guys. This was good fun. We didn't really get any boss kills or anything, but that's going to come in the next 2 or 3 episodes. We should probably have about 3 boss kills actually, so it'll get kind of hyped up for then. So if you want to stay tuned for that, please like this video and stay subscribed to my channel for more content. But until next time guys, we're going to rest here in the warmth of the bonfire with our eyes on the maiden and Andre in the background there. Until next time guys, stay kindled.